So I've got EndNote here. Just a quick thing with EndNote. If you are on a Mac, this confuses a lot of people. You get down EndNote downloaded and then you see nothing there and you're like, where's my program? Where's EndNote? So you got to go up to File and do New and create a new library, and just you can call it this and you can save it like on your applications folder, and your applications folder is a good place for it. But I'm going to go in here and just open my usual library. And the things we want to do, if you're on a Windows computer, it should be preferences under edit. So you just go down to the bottom of your edit menu if you're on a Windows computer, and it should say preferences down here. Macs just have this extra EndNote 21 menu, and for Macs, it's settings. After you get there, it's going to be the same thing for both types of operating systems. So what we want to do here is go to duplicates and just get rid of anything that's checked here except title and DOI. Make sure those are checked. And we'll talk a little bit about that, why that is important tomorrow. Find full text. Make sure all these are checked. I'm going to send you, or maybe we've already sent you, these links you can copy and paste here. This is so that EndNote communicates well with the full text resources we have at UTSW. PDF handling, you can just go here, and I'd say it's going to be don't rename by default. You can put author year plus title. This is just going to rename PDFs that you can import into EndNote. And this one is optional. This can just be a little bit of a time saver. So what you can do is create a PDF folder for EndNote. You can put it wherever as long as it's on your hard drive. I just put mine on my desktop. So I created a little folder, and then I went to select folder and create and went and selected EndNote PDFs. And so yeah, I think that's just what it did there. I don't know if it did something weird with me, but that's how that should work. Yeah, so hopefully that's okay. And then sync is the final thing. And you can do this a different way, but it might be better to go in to your preferences or settings, go to enable sync, and then don't do anything with this yet. Don't put in your email or your password, but instead go to sign up. And then you can register with EndNote. You don't have to use your UT Southwestern email address. You can use a different email address, like a personal one, like Gmail, if you want. And this is to get EndNote online. And then I believe it'll send you an email to whatever email address you use to sign up, and then you just go from there. It should be pretty straightforward. Um, and then and then this might be, and then you can click sync automatically here. And we can make sure this is working for everyone tomorrow, but this is just going to be um, where your EndNote library is located, and it needs to be on your hard drive. So if you are a Windows user, it should say C somewhere in here. Um, if you're a Mac user or a Windows user, basically it just shouldn't say OneDrive or Google Drive or anything like that. But we can look at that. That's a little bit more complicated, so we can look at that some more tomorrow. The other way that you can do this is, or set up your online account for EndNote, is if you go to our little EndNote subject guide here. I think it's going to be, this has gotten a little bit weird, endnote.com. Yeah, and you can register here, and same deal, you can sign in this way, or like, I'm sorry, sign up to get into EndNote online. And just like as a little FYI, if you go to endnote.com, just here, just like put it in and go to login. You're going to want to choose the classic version and not the EndNote 21 version. This has some kind of cool features and bells and whistles, but it doesn't have all the basic features. So you just want to access it this way. But again, you can register here or you can do it. It just seems to work a little bit better if you do it through sync here and sign up and do it that way. But yeah, that is that. And then we have a lot of citation styles within EndNote. Usually use this for like with Word documents to cite things and create your bibliography. But if I go to summary here and then scroll up, or just I can move this up. This is just an example of a bunch of different citation styles EndNote has. And if I go to select another style, it's gonna give me like over 500 styles. And this is cool because it has your basic, like generic styles, widely used styles like APA, MLA, Chicago, things like that. But it also has different styles that are specific to a bunch of different journals. So that's nice, a nice little time saver to get drafts and stuff like that for your manuscripts. However, AMA 11th, which is pretty widely used by med students, is not in here by default, but luckily it's pretty easy to add. What I always do is just go to Google and put in AMA download EndNote. You can put in AMA 11. Okay, and then it should pop right up. And then what you do here is just scroll down, download style, this little purple button, and then you can open it up. There it is. And this should work the same way pretty much on a PC as well. But then you just have to go to File and Save As, and then you can just call it AMA 11. I just have a 1 there because I've done this example before. Hit Save, and then, yeah, just call it that, and then you should be good to go and have that style available to you. And then the last kind of setup thing we'll do is just like a background housekeeping thing. It's a few more steps on a Mac. What you want to do is go up to Library and then open Terms Lists, go to Journals Term List, and then go to Lists here. Double click on, or I'm sorry, Terms List. Okay, so this is the Journals Terms List. So you can hit Control A or Command A. I'm sorry. Yeah, Control A on a PC, Command A on a Mac. And then I'm going to delete all of these. And then what I'm going to do is go to Lists, Import List, and there should just be Terms List here. You should just see something that says Terms List on a PC or a Windows computer. And it's a couple extra steps on a Mac. You just have to go to Applications, EndNote 21, and then Terms, and then click on Medical, choose OK. And then if we go back to Terms, all this is doing is, you know how different citation styles have different abbreviations for journals. Like a lot of journals have their full kind of long name, and then they just have different abbreviations. Um, some of them have several. So what this does, it just works in the background. So if you have a citation style, say you're doing, citing AMA, Archives of Surgery, then it'll have in the background and EndNote the full name of the journal, and then these two alternate names, the ones with, or these two alternate abbreviations, I'm sorry, the one with punctuation and the one without. So that is how that works. And those are just the background things. or the setup things you can do with EndNote.